You don't know what's out there.
That's why I would go.
Hi, and welcome back to Wild Dream, where we give you the freshest takes on the latest movies. My name is David.
And my name is Daniel.
And we just saw...
We're starting out hot. Let's do it.
We're starting out hot.
We just saw
The Running Man. We don't really have any this time we don't have any like sorry about the long break or this is the last of this
Hey guys, in February we gotta go. yeah
because we're feeling good,
I'm feeling
we
good.
just had our Begonia episode and we have missed a couple of movies that were on our list, and I think that our plan as of right now is we're going to see those movies and then maybe post some reels on Instagram for them or something.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out because
let's list them. I want to hear them so that I don't forget. But we missed a lot in October. So
we missed Roofman.
Roofman, we want to see.
We missed Shelby Oaks.
Shelby Oaks, we want to see. Supporting YouTubers, I will always.
We missed.
Wait a minute, cut that.
Not always.
Obviously, leave that because that's a funny joke.
Not
but
always.
Cut that. For the bit.
I only like the Backburner.
The Backburner is the only YouTuber
I've ever watched and ever will.
See, saying it in that voice makes Backburner seem like a creep.
Damn it!
I love the Backburner.
We're big friends. We spend a lot of time together.
Traveling abroad. Traveling for broads, quite frankly, but
he doesn't make video. I wonder what happened.
Well, he's a YouTuber, so. All right, enough.
Hey, seriously.
So
he's listening, by the way.
We got one of our
most loyal
supporters.
And dedicated supporters that we love a lot.
Okay, so we have Shelby Oaks, we have Roofman. We have. I really do want to get these out so I don't miss any of these.
We have not. I know this one is still. Yeah, I'm about to say still in theaters. Black Phone 2.
Black Phone 2.
Which you haven't seen Black Phone 1, which kind of puts a damper on Black Phone 2.
A little bit.
Yeah. Gosh, I mean, there's one that just came out this week as well. I don't know if we'll be able to do it.
We'll see. Keeper.
That's what I said. There are even more. I can't even remember them all right now, but we're going to catch up. For sure, but we're going to be trying to be more consistent moving forward because even though we do have the holidays coming up, we don't have a lot of weekend holiday stuff coming up, and we're hosting less parties these days, which kind of, if we were just regular old podcasters, that wouldn't have put any effort or pressure on us.
Not at all.
But this is a podcast about a thing.
It is a podcast about a thing, and it's by two people who spend the majority of their time working
for a living, unfortunately. But yes, we didn't see The Working Man.
The Working Man.
We saw The Running Man.
The Running Man.
Which, by the way, Jason Statham would have been fantastic in this role.
Yeah. Well,
fantastic, I said. Daniel. The Running Man. So to get this out of the way,
get it out.
Edgar Wright. Okay, we've talked about Edgar Wright on the podcast. He's not made a narrative film in a long time, and the thing about Edgar Wright is this: Edgar Wright is one of our favorite directors, and the thing about Edgar Wright is that his claim to fame, I think, his most notable work was the Cornetto trilogy, which is Shaun of the Dead, World's End, and Hot Fuzz, and not in that order, I don't think.
Nope.
So those movies are all British movies, which he is British.
British.
And they're comedy action films. Okay? So then he travels to the Western world to come over to Canada to make Scott Pilgrim, which is a masterpiece.
Versus the World.
So sorry. Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
If you're going to bring up the title, finish it out, please.
Yes. Okay. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Great movie. Phenomenal movie.
Wait, are we sure that our fans know that we like that movie?
I don't. We've barely talked about it.
Have we ever mentioned that?
But Edgar Wright, we're like, okay, this guy makes comedy action movies, better than anyone. I mean, it's phenomenal. So then he goes and makes another movie with 2 canceled actors called Baby Driver.
So far, only 2.
So to date, 2 canceled actors.
2.
Sorry.
Yeah.
To date, 2 canceled actors. Baby Driver. And Baby Driver, I loved Baby Driver. And I thought that movie was great. And it was not as comedic as his other work, but it was still action packed, and it was that one was all about the music and the timing and the choreography. So you still get a lot of these like classic Edgar Wright things in this movie, where his camera work and his timing and his editing and all of these things are like his calling card. Like that's what makes his movies popular and famous, and like his style like so unique. And then he makes a movie called Last Night in Soho, and I know Daniel was not a fan of Last Night in Soho. I liked it, didn't love it, but I was like, hey, I appreciate a lot of the different filmmaking aspects of this movie. I enjoy a lot of the performances. I even thought the story was pretty compelling and told in a good way. I know that you didn't feel the same.
Mm-hmm. I did not like that movie.
But I was like, yeah, I mean, it's not the best movie I've ever seen, and it's definitely not his. And if I had to say, I would say, yeah, Last Night in Soho is Edgar Wright's worst movie, at that point in time. Spoiler alert for this podcast. And then he goes and he makes this movie. And I was excited going into this movie because in my head, I'm like, okay, based on the trailer, based on like the promotion and stuff, I'm expecting this to be a comedy action movie.
Yes, which for those who haven't seen Last Night in Soho, we should probably mention it's kind of a horror.
It's neither comedy nor action. Yeah, it is a horror movie.
Yeah, it's straight like a horror drama at best.
Horror drama thriller.
Thriller, yeah.
There's more horror elements in that movie than there are in Midsommar.
Honestly, yeah.
There's like this whole paranormal aspect, and that was another one where it's like, and we say this on the pod all the time. That one was kind of, if you want to make a music video, make a music video. Mm-hmm. And that movie did have a lot of music video sequences. So then he makes this movie, The Running Man, which is an adaptation of a Stephen King novel or short story. Who cares?
I don't know.
Who cares? Alleged sex offender Stephen King.
A Stephen King zine, whatever they're called.
I don't even know what that is or means.
That's the point. It's very niche. A Stephen King graphic novel.
A Stephen, the Epstein Files Don't Exist King adaptation.
Stephen Jester, I've always called him.
Wow. Well, actually, he'd be like, big fan of Stephen.
I called them Stephen Jester all the time on the island.
Very topical, guys. We're so in the know.
Very weird looking man. Weird looking.
He is. He looks like a freak.
He is, he looks like he should be writing horror stories. But I just love the idea that is actually something that is something Trump would say. So very weird looking gentleman. Freaked me out very often.
And here's the thing about every Stephen King adaptation thing is that I know that he like hated The Shining. And so ever since then, I feel like a lot of the adaptations of his stuff have a lot of his influence in them. Like, I feel like he gets more say than maybe he should in a lot of that stuff. I could be totally wrong about that, Obviously, we really enjoyed The Monkey, which was an adaptation of a Stephen King short story. Mm-hmm. But this movie was one that I was just like, I think my biggest takeaway was I was like, this movie could have been directed by anyone. Mm-hmm. Like, this does not feel like an Edgar Wright movie at all. Like, I was like, if you told me, hey, the guy who made Two Guns made this movie. Hey, this movie could have been directed by anybody. There are very few moments of like Edgar Wright signature, camera work and Edgar Wright signature choreography, but nothing was like paced to the music. There are no action sequences that are paced to the music and timed perfectly. There are no comedic jump cuts or comedic action sequences, and that's the thing in like Edgar Wright's movies, like the action feeds into the comedy feeds into the action like so well, you know, like, and again, when I say like better than anyone else, I'm like, yeah, no one makes comedy action movies as good as Edgar Wright. And so I was very disappointed by that. I was like literally this movie was just, it was a very, very wallpaper, you know, Hollywood action movie. Like this movie could have been directed by anybody.
And it makes me wonder what, I know that he was the original director that was supposed to make the Ant-Man movie. So it's like, would it have just turned out like this? Because we would have ended up with the same shit, I feel like. I would obviously give him the benefit of the doubt, especially with such a comedic talent like Paul Rudd. But this one, yeah, can you even say that this was I don't think this was a comedy.
The trailer would make you believe that there's a lot more comedy in this movie than there was.
Yeah.
Like the trailer was very comedic, and they I'll tell you the guys this. Almost every joke in the entire movie is in the 1 minute trailer. Like that's how little, and it is a fucking over 2 hour runtime, which we'll get into that too. But my God, like it was just very disappointing in that way where, and not even just like this character played by Glenn Powell in this movie also could have been any other person, any other attractive, muscular man.
Yeah.
You know, could have been fucking, Henry Cavill. It could have been maybe Jason Statham.
Jason Statham, me. Could have been
it could have been any attractive, muscular man.
Me,
right?
Jason Statham.
I mean, I wouldn't know.
Could have been anyone. And thank you for co-signing that it could have been me.
I didn't do that, though. I didn't do that. That, yeah. I mean, I don't know why those are the only two names coming to my head when I say anyone could have played.
I was like, Chris Hemsworth. All of the Marvel guys, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans. This actually would have been a great Chris Evans movie. This feels like a Chris Evans movie. I was kind of hoping for a cameo, but yeah.
Yeah. Because he was in Scott Pilgrim as well.
It's actually hilarious.
Yeah. There is a cameo in this movie, but it's in the trailer. So
yeah.
But yeah, it's just like it could have been anybody.
Anyway.
Josh Brolin is in this movie. Literally anybody could have played Josh Brolin's character, and that one doesn't even need to be a Josh Brolin type. I could have played Josh Brolin's character easily, and probably in one day of shooting, maybe.
Yeah.
You think? I feel like Josh Brolin didn't even need a script for this movie. He could have been given his lines 5 minutes before, and he would have given the exact same performance that he gave. Yeah, it's just like, why are all these people in this fucking movie that I'm just like, dude, this is like, when I say this movie is so wallpaper, like that's what I mean by it. I'm like, this is just a wallpaper Hollywood action flick that is like very fucking cookie cutter bullshit. And it's just like, it's the same message, by the way, the same concept and message as the Hunger Games, but worse. But worse. It is literally the Hunger Games or the Maze Runner or the
Divergent.
I was going to say The Departed one.
The Departed, Divergent.
The Departed, which
hey, my cousins neuro that.
So yeah, it's just it is very like tell me all those movies aren't just this movie. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, dystopian future society where rich people are better than poor people. And the rich people want to make the poor people play a game in order to get money. And if they play a game, they probably die.
Yeah. Squid Game.
Dude.
Yeah, there's so many.
It is, this fucking, and they're like trying to be like, we're sending a message that no one else has ever sent. And everyone has sent this. We've all known this. Do you know who's making this movie, by the way? The rich and powerful. Just heads up.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck are we? It's just like, I've seen this movie 1,000 times. I'm sick of it.
100%.
I'm sick of it. If you want to make a real movie about, the rich and powerful being better than the poor and how that ends up, affecting lower class, like Killing of a Sacred Deer did it better.
The movie we saw last week did it better.
Yeah, dude. Bugonia is better for dude. They really thought they were saying something. I'm like, you're saying the same thing we've been saying for fucking ever and worse.
Yeah, in a much more shallow way.
Yeah, and a much more shallow and a much less, not even really thinking that hard about it. It's like, if you ever seen the show Maniac does a way better version of a, quote unquote dystopian society in which the ultra wealthy elite and corporates have like completely taken over daily life. Like that is a way better representation of that, And so this movie is just like, I'm like, this one's not even good. This isn't even one of the good, trying to, and of course, because it's written by a fucking multimillionaire trying to, what would it be like if poor people hated rich people? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It was just so like,
Recycled.
Yeah, that's a great word for it.
It suffers from, that's why it made me, I really got to go watch Last Night in Soho again, because I really did dislike that movie. I thought it was very, very tacky at a lot of parts of it. But I think about that ballroom sequence and I'm like, that had so much more of Edgar Wright's personality, skill set, and DNA in that one scene than this entire movie had. So, like by default, this is the worst movie he's made, and yeah, this one is just so. It suffers from something worse than Soho, where there is a portion of the movie. Now, I'm not saying the entire movie was this way, but there was a pretty significant portion of the movie towards the third act where I was actually bored. And that's bad. I am bored during an Edgar Wright film. Like, that's so sad to me.
Right. Normally his movies are like some of the most well-paced movies ever.
Yeah.
And this was horrifically too long. Mm-hmm. Like, I could have cut 40, 50 minutes of this movie.
100%. Dude, same. 100%. There's multiple dream sequences in this. Mm-hmm. They're like...
Oh, dude. And I'll talk about this this isn't really a spoiler because this is just a really minor detail, but there are title cards in this movie, which you guys know I hate title cards. And in last week's episode, I went on a long rant about the title cards in that movie and why I wasn't like that upset with them. And I cut the whole thing because I was like, this isn't really the point of what I'm trying to talk about. And it's like, doesn't really lead to something important, whatever. I was just like, this is like, I was doing what they should have done in this movie. I was cutting something out that wasn't that relevant to get you to the part you cared about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, have you guys ever heard of that? But it's an interesting.
Backburner knows what I'm talking about.
Backburner's one.
My guy.
If Backburner edited this podcast, by the way, they'd be 10-minute episodes.
Yeah.
And it would be us going, yeah, this movie was all right. 4 out of 10. Like, yeah, it'd be that. But it's like, he understands, like, I love Timothy's editing because he does understand, hey, no one gives a shit about this part, Mm-hmm. And I think that the title cards in this movie are really bad. And then the reason why to shorten my explanation of the title cards from last week, I basically just said I didn't want to harp on them because I didn't have a better idea of how they could have given that information. And that information was actually pretty important. That was the gist of what I said. But it was a very long, drawn out, thing. This one, the title cards are so bad for a very specific reason. The title cards in this movie are to tell us what day it is and like how much money this guy has made from something that he did. But in the movie, they give him a wristband that he can look at and it will tell him how many days are left and how much money he made from stuff. Yeah. So I was like, at no point did you ever need the title cards on screen. You never once needed that. Just have him look at, if it was important information, just have him look at the thing. Not to mention the whole movie is about a TV show and they're watching that TV show all the time. Just have the TV show tell us what fucking day it is.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was just fucking shit was horrific. The attempts at comedy in this movie that don't land to such a degree that it is like worse. We always say on this podcast, what's worse than bad is boring. Well, what's worse than unfunny is annoying. If you go for a joke and it doesn't land, we're like, okay. When you go for a joke and it doesn't land and you go for that joke again and it doesn't land, you go for that joke again and it doesn't land, you go for that joke again and it doesn't land, and you keep the joke on screen for way too fucking long, I'm like, this is annoying and bad.
Yeah.
And they did that a lot in this movie. And I'm just like, oh my God. And like the fucking attempts at trying to take a dig at like elite people or product placement in movies and TV shows and shit like that were just so bad. And we've just seen it done so unbelievably well by so many other things that this was like the worst of it.
Yeah, exactly. It just adds, it's another motif. It's another example of this recycled feeling. Like, oh, we're doing this again. Got it. I've seen this done better, and I've seen it done differently. I've seen it done all this stuff. And it's, again, it also is very surface level. It's shallow. There's not much thought into it. It's just like, it's similar to the same problem that I had with Y2K, where it was just, remember this? Reference.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the joke? I'm sorry. What's the joke exactly? Sorry. So that's the whole, it just adds to all of these problems I already have with the movie in general. But on an even more microscopic level of these, like you said, just not beating a dead horse, beating a fucking rotting corpse of a horse. Like it's
right. You're beating someone else's dead horse.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's not even your horse.
Yeah.
This isn't even your horse,
true.
man.
Yeah.
Like, chill the fuck out.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, the way you phrased it is the jokes that don't land, which means that, yes, there's at least one time that I laughed in this movie out loud.
Yeah.
When it was intentionally trying to be funny, which is also important to clarify, because I laughed at other things too that were bad. But
yeah.
But yeah, there was a moment where our joke was made and I actually laughed. And I was like, oh my God, that was funny. One time in a 2 hour and 15-minute runtime.
And a 2 hour Edgar Wright movie.
Yeah, dude. Like,
I feel like there's a laugh per minute in Scott Pilgrim versus the World. You know what I mean?
Yes, that thing is chock full.
It's just, and like, when you look at those movies and you just look at how unbelievably well paced it is, and like the comedy just like flows together, and it just everything, like, it's just like, I hate to be like, oh my God, this guy's old movies I like his old stuff. You know, I hate to be that guy, but this movie is worse than it actually is because it is Edgar Wright. Mm-hmm. Like, if you told me like, hey, Edgar Wright directed a Bullet Train, I would have given that movie a -10 because I'm like, Edgar, but I'm telling you guys, this movie is like as good, if not worse than Bullet Train.
Yeah. I actually think I like Bullet Train more.
But you understand that comparison too, though, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Because I'm like, anybody could have been Brad Pitt's character in Bullet Train.
Anybody could have directed that movie. Anybody, yeah.
And I couldn't tell you who did, by the way.
And that's why I'm just like, that's an interesting movie to compare to, because I really am like, I feel like that when we talked, we were like, hey, so I think we started that movie out. You were like, yeah, so this is made for China, and you know what I mean? Like this is to do numbers internationally, and so even with that, I still feel like that had. You know, that's the introduction of the villain in Bullet Train had more style and swag than anything in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to say that, but it's fucking true. So
right. And there is like a villain in this movie too, who just like is never cool. He's never like badass. He's never like really that intimidating, you know, and they even have this like crazy fight sequence too, which you expect in a movie like this. And it's not climactic at all. There's just a lot of fucking dialogue dump bullshit in this movie too. That's really annoying.
You know why it was extra annoying? I'm sorry to get a little off topic. All the trailers we saw before this movie did dialogue exposition dumping.
Yeah.
Like bad.
Which, by the way, the trailers made me worried about this movie. They chose the most dog shit ass movies for every trailer. And I was like, if they think we'll like that based on this, and they're usually right.
Yeah.
Like when we go see A24 movies, we get only A24 trailers. When we go see Blumhouse movies, we only get Blumhouse movie trailers. You know, it's like
neon movie. Yeah.
But then this one, I was like, this is an action movie by Paramount, and it's showing me a Blumhouse trailer. So they think we hate movies.
Oh, you like bad movies? Check this out.
We saw a trailer today for a movie called Primate, and it looked it looked like a fake trailer you would see online of people making fun of bad movies.
You know what's funny about it, and tell me if you felt this way too. Just to speak about Primate, we're gonna have to start doing a separate part of our podcast where we just review the newest trailers that are out, because we're clearly getting some new ones now in the rotation. But anyways, Primate, when we were watching the trailer, we were both laughing the whole time. It was so fucking funny. And I was thinking, I was like, there's no way they don't say that this is coming out in January. Like once I learned
January is the worst month for movies.
And I did not know that until we started this podcast. I learned this very recently that January is intentionally when bad movies are dumped or whatever in that month. So ever since I was made aware of that, and I really feel it now and I sense it, and I was like, there's no, and then of course it's January, but I was thinking this is an entire feature length movie of an idea that was already done way better as a very tiny part of Nope.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
I was like, Nope did this way better.
Like, let me tell you guys how bad. And we will get back to The Running Man. But I just want to say this: we saw a trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. That movie looks more interesting and entertaining than Primate.
It does actually.
And they were like, and by the way, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. What does that movie have to do with The Running Man? I couldn't tell you, but I'll tell you this. They were like, you like fucking shit movies, don't you? How about Five Nights at Freddy's 2? You're going to love that.
But yeah, like all these trailers had so much exposition dumping. I was rolling my eyes. Yeah, so seeing all that in the trailer for every fucking movie that was previewed. And then we get that same, we're coming back to Running Man. That's called a segue, baby. Now we're getting that here. And we're getting in the movie that we came here to see, we're also getting this exposition dump dialogue.
Crazy amount of exposition dump dialogue. Like, and again, just like every point, every like elites versus the poor, like point that they try and make is just explicitly stated through dialogue. You guys think you're better than us, but we're actually just normal people. Like that's like, those are lines in this movie. Like it was so... okay, so to talk about the good stuff about this movie.
Talk about the good stuff.
The music was really good. Like, sorry, the copyright music was really good.
The copyright music.
This is Edgar Wright.
Clarification.
If Edgar Wright needs to make more playlists. Just make public playlists. Just be like, hey, this is what I'm listening to.
True.
If he did that, I would go listen to those because
he might.
Every movie he does where there's copyright music in it. Like it's good copyright music. He's got a great taste in music. The copyright music in this movie is very good. It's not used very well, and there are no like Baby Driver sequences in this movie. You know, there are no, even they do it in Scott Pilgrim too with Beck's music. You know, so like there's none of that. But it's cool. It's good. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of the action is pretty decent. You know, none of it's like
it's all right.
Incredible because the fight sequences are like lower tier. It's just like, okay,
they are.
Movies like John Wick have just like raised the bar for fight choreography. I'm like, if you're not CGI, you have to be heavily choreographed. That's how I feel about it.
And I know that I don't think we've ever mentioned this on the pod, but hey, first time for everything, right? We love the Raid movies. And
I know we've never once mentioned the Raid or the Raid 2.
So when it comes to fight choreography, like our standards are high. They just are.
Yeah.
That's why when I saw Black Panther 2 for this podcast, I was like, man, some of the fight choreography was like kind of stilted and telegraphed. And I like noticed that now because I've seen it done so well. And then when I went to, I know we didn't do an episode, but we collabed with Watch Skip Plus for John Wick. And I was like, dude, the action was fucking awesome on this for John Wick 4 is because like, for the same reason, I've seen it done so well. So when something is done to that level, I'm like, oh my God, this is bad fucking ass. And so, yeah, the fight choreography, very specifically, I'm glad you brought it up. It felt so fucking awkward to me. And it's not a whole lot of the action in this movie. A lot of the action in this movie is guns and grenades. And unfortunately, I got to say, fire. I'm like,
saying, we'll see.
Dude, fucking give me something else, man.
Yeah.
It was just so overdone. Every scene was fire based. I was just like, dude, please, something else.
Yeah.
Like
he doesn't kill anyone by choking them. He doesn't like push anybody off a building. He just sets them on fire like over and over again.
That's what I'm saying. Like one of the things that makes action so exciting to me is the unpredictability of how they use the environment.
Yeah.
And
like the equalizer, bro.
Like even speaking of the Raid 2, like when he's running through the city, through car chases, and he's fighting. He blocks someone, runs through a restaurant, grabs someone's face, and puts on a flat top grill. I'm like, that's so fucking exciting. In the Raid 1, where he's fighting someone in a hallway, breaks a door, and pushes his head down onto the broken door at the very bottom to just slit his throat. It's exciting. It's creative. You're using the environment in very awesome ways that keep the audience guessing into what's going to happen in this, and it makes the stakes feel so much higher.
Yeah.
And like,
I'm like, even
none
in
of
like
that is in this. It's
even
just,
in the Raid 2, when they don't have any weapons, they have an opening sequence where there's a massive fight scene in a pile of mud in a prison while it's raining.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's another way to elevate a fight scene is, okay, we're not going to elevate it with the weapons or the gadgetry or anything like that. We're elevating it by the environment. And in this movie, it was fighting in hallways, fighting on a plane, fighting in hallways. I'm just like, okay, fight in a hallway. That's every fucking scene in this movie.
Yeah. The Raid 2 has a hallway fight scene.
And but here's the thing: the Raid, the first movie, The Raid, is hallway fight scenes the entire movie because that movie is about them going up a fucking high-rise building filled with enemies. Mm-hmm. That's the whole point of the movie. This movie is different hallways in different buildings.
Yeah.
So there's no reason that they had to do this. You know, it's just everything was so contained, and because it was so contained. It like the action choreography just like I said felt so uninspired because I'm just like, oh, it's just the rinse and repeat.
Yeah, it feels like it, and I really
we were supposed to be talking about the good stuff in this movie.
Oh yeah, this is Wild Dream, bro. We don't do that shit. I'm just kidding.
If you want good stuff in a movie, go listen to Bugonia. All right, we're back in our villain era.
So back, bro. Enough liking movies this year. Fucking A, dude.
Yeah, dude. That's why we skipped all that other bullshit we mentioned earlier. Fuck that, dude. We need reviews like this.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just because, like you said, we're just very disappointed. We have what are they called? Standards, expectations for this director and for his work. And so there's like a little bit of extra oomph in our disappointment and negativity because it's like, God damn it. Why? You know?
Yeah.
So more like Edgar wrong.
That's actually hilarious.
Heyo.
From an Edgar Wright movie.
Yeah. Good stuff.
The good stuff.
There was some good action sequences.
There were some good action sequences. Glenn Powell's body.
Looked great.
Looked phenomenal. A wish and a dream.
God.
I would give anything except for eating right and exercising to look like that.
That's a fucking baller quote, dude. Yeah, that was good. I will say I loved Coleman Domingo's performance. I thought he was fantastic as his character. He stole every scene he was in to me. So I thought he was the best actor by a country mile in this. And so that's good.
Yeah.
There was a really cool transition scene with some pink paint being swiped over the front of the screen. That was really cool.
Yeah, there were some cool sequences that they did with the fact that the TV show is being filmed live while these action sequences are happening. Like, I think that was some of the best like action cinematography that they did was where, you know, like he would grab a camera or we'd be seeing the camera's perspective as it's used as a weapon. You know, and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like that stuff was cool. Yeah, I mean, just you know who would have made this movie better in its entirety, by the way, and not just the one specific thing we'll get to in spoiler talk that he could have made better. In its entirety, I think that Nick Kroll would have made this movie better. and here's the reason why I say that. This movie is the whole point of the movie is it is a spoof of a like reality TV show. Right. Yeah. Which, by the way, this is the same thing as Death Race, Jason Statham's Death Race.
So like another movie that this is similar to.
Yeah. So Death Race is a movie about prisoners who are put into cars where they have to try and kill each other, but it's all a TV show and it's like rigged and like and it's actually about the elites like fucking putting down. Yeah. This movie's fucking Death Race. Mm-hmm. Your movie should not be the same as the kind of movie that they played on FX at midnight.
For real.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I tell you guys like this, that's how low bar this is. But anyways, the reason why I say that is that if you guys have never seen Kroll Show, and I know that there's been kind of a resurgence of Kroll Show on TikTok, like people finding clips from this show. That show had the best spoofs of reality shows and spoofs of game shows, spoofs of ESPN type shows, spoofs, like of any show that's ever been made. Like the accuracy and the performances and the writing and everything from that show were so good. Mm-hmm. And in this one, they were really trying to make that part of the movie good and funny. Like they thought it would be so funny if the host comes out, he's like, "This is fucking America." And we're like, he said the F word on television.
Yeah. Swing and a miss.
Welcome back to the fucking show. All right, man. You know who did this better? The opening to the video game Helldivers.
True.
Go watch the opening to the video game Helldivers, the little animation that plays when you first.
Helldivers 2.
Sorry, Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2. Sorry, Backburner. I'm sorry, Backburner. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Helldivers. Yeah, just watch the opening. Not at all what you explained that it would be. Is there any other fake news you'd like to provide me?
Anyways, so yeah, this is not one that we recommend. You could definitely skip this one. If you just want a straight popcorn flick, turn your brain off, wait for it to come out on streaming and watch it there. The action is not worth seeing this in theaters. The sound design is not worth seeing it in theaters. And we did have a bad screen too. So that was another one. Anyways, we'll get into spoiler talk for you guys so we can get into some more detail here.
Some more detail. Let's do it. Fuck! Stop! I'm not running anymore. I'm facing my fear. What the fuck? What the hell?
Oh, he's dead. Fuck. Hey guys, he died. Show's over. Spoiler alert.
It's time for the rundown. The run down.
Running man down.
Running man. Word association. That's we're gonna be so famous. 6'7".
So, The Running Man. The Running Man is about a guy who has a wife that he loves and a daughter that he loves. That's very important. That's very important that you know this. And he's very poor, and his daughter is sick, and he cannot work because he has been fired and blacklisted from every company owned by the mega corporation that owns everything because he tried to go to a union rep. Dystopian future society, corporations bad, poor people.
Yeah, here's
regular people.
Here's my description of the first 15 minutes of the movie. So a man walks around in modern day America.
Whoa!
Now that's smart.
He is like, I can't work anymore, so I'm going to go try out for these game shows where they horrifically injure people. And he gets put on The Running Man, which is like, they have this line where his wife is like, "Don't do The Running Man."
I forgot about this.
She goes, "Promise me you will not do The Running Man." And he goes, "I promise I won't." I mean, I guess the movie's over. He just said he won't do it.
Literally in the theater, she goes, "Promise me you won't do The Running Man." And he says, "I won't." And me and Dave went, "Oh, thank God." I thought he was going to do The Running Man.
Wait, what's the rest of the movie?
What is the movie called again?
He must not be the one from the trailer then. Because I swear in the trailer that he was the one doing that.
And I'll tell you, that's what makes it so okay, let me wait.
Okay.
We're doing the rundown. I don't want to get... Sorry.
We'll get into it.
I'm getting fired up.
So he gets put onto The Running Man, which is a TV show in which 3 contestants have 30 days to survive being hunted by this television network and everyone in America. So everyone in America can film this person. They get rewards for filming them. They get rewards for telling somebody that they're, reporting them for being there. And they get a huge reward if they're the ones who kill him. So the American people can kill the contestants on The Running Man. But at the same time, the network has hired a team of elite trackers and hunters. Then they're trying to hunt down these people and kill them. And the way that they paint the show is these are poor, disgusting, fucking worthless scum who don't want to work for a living. And they hate you and they hate America. And that's why we're going to hunt them down and fucking kill them. And it's like, okay. And everyone's like, yeah, these people suck, we should fucking kill them. Like, that's good. And we're like, okay, cool. So then he goes on the run. And he elicits the help of a couple of different people throughout the movie. Very hero's journey-esque, you know, where they're like, he's like, oh, this guy's going to help you. Oh, they found you again. And then he's like, no, okay, now you got to go to this guy. He's going to help you. And then it's like, oh, they found you again. So then he just keeps running until he's like, okay, what I've learned is that the show must go on. Nothing that you do or say on the show will be represented accurately, not just because of like how they edit the show, but they literally just use AI faked, videos. So every time this guy's like, I just want everyone to know out there that I'm actually a good guy and I'm only doing this for my family. And the AI video says, I fucking hate puppies.
Yeah.
And again, we're like, haha, eats puppies. So what he realizes is he's like, okay, if the show is getting good ratings, they will keep me alive because they want me to be on the show longer. Katniss Everdeen, ever heard of him? So, like, that's literally the whole plot of Hunger Games. She realizes that they'll keep me alive if I do the thing they want. So they keep hunting him down, and he's like, okay, I'm going to commit, and I'm going to say, you know what? I'm not going on defense. I'm going on offense, and I'm going to come and kill all of you guys. So then he's on this plane, and the network guy from the show is like, listen, first of all, we already killed your family. They're dead. Shows him some footage, which he believes after being shown 1,000 videos being faked by this company. Just completely fabricated videos that are not real at all. And then he's like, look at this footage of us killing your family. So they're already dead. So you should kill all the people on this plane. And then guess what? The people, the ratings, they're so high. They love you so much. They actually want you to have your own show. And so if you do what I tell you to do, then you can have your own show and then whatever. So throughout the movie, there's been this one big bad hunter. Okay. This guy who wears a mask and all this shit, whatever. And he reveals on this plane, he goes, yeah, and you know who I am? I'm the guy from the first season of the show who made it 29 days. I took the deal too to have my own show, and be the one who is the hunter, or whatever. So he's like, okay, so they lied to you too. I don't know. He's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. So
can I say too, like this character you're talking about who has been the number one hunter this whole time, he's a masked vigilante, and at the very, towards the end when he gets on the plane and we're towards the end of the movie, third act, and Glenn Powell's like, take your mask off. I want to see who you are. And he takes his mask off slowly to reveal an actor I've never seen in my life. They kept building it up like it was going to be a big cameo.
Like it was going to be fucking, Chris Evans.
Dude, I thought it was going to be Chris Evans for a little bit, but yeah.
Like it was going to be a Chris Evans, Ryan Reynolds. And it's not like they showed this guy being on the first season or anything.
Exactly.
This reveal was just completely worthless. Anyways.
Yeah, dumb.
Point is, he's like, I'm not conforming to you. I'm not taking your fucking show. Fuck you. And then they're like, okay, well then we're going to release a video saying you're going to crash this plane into the studio and kill a bunch of innocent people. He's like, fine, do it. So then they do that. And then at the end of the movie is he comes back to the studio after everyone has now agreed that he was actually the good guy, right? Because well, they killed his family. And they've kind of been building up this propaganda, not propaganda, but spreading the truth out there with these other people who helped him, right? These other people, the people who have helped him throughout the movie were guys who were like, we hate this show, we hate this network, we hate the privatized privatized military, privatized police. So we want the truth to be out there that, the show is bullshit. You're actually a good guy and you're going to be the thing that ignites the revolution. Right. So that's what happens at the end of the movie. They ignite this revolution and the people who show up are no longer fans of the show. They're people who are saying we're fans of this guy. They throw Molotov cocktails, fire. You guys fucking surprised there's fire throughout this entire movie. Molotov cocktails, whatever. And, Glenn Powell reveals he didn't die in the plane crash. He actually lived. They also revealed to us that his family did not get killed. They're just out there living their lives with a new name. Mm-hmm. So, that's the Running Man. That's what happens. He just goes to a place, and they're like, we found you. He goes to another place, and the guy's like, hey, we're going to help you leave. And then the bad guys, they show up. And they go, we found you. And he goes, fuck. And he runs again. This happens for 2 hours.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So that is the movie, guys. Getting into some more detail. when we say that this movie's not funny, the opening is super serious. Super serious. And when I say anybody could have played this character, literally, this is his entire character. I'm angry. And the people go, you're an angry guy. He goes, you're fucking right, I am.
I love my wife and I love my wife and
kid, but I'm angry at everyone else in the world.
That is it. And I thought that from very early on. I was like, oh my God, that's all there is to this character, isn't it? Anyone could play him like that. Because I was thinking, I was like, man, Glenn Powell looks the part. But
he looks the part of the guy who could survive being attacked. Yeah, because he's a buff guy, pretty decently tall.
But I was like, I don't really like his performance in this at all. But then I was like, well, whose would I have? All they were given is I'm mad and I love my wife and daughter. Okay, like what are you supposed to do with that?
That's why I said like Jason Statham, because it really is like Jason Statham's motivation in every movie is I like my daughter.
That's so true. That really every Jason Statham movie is I've got a daughter.
He's, by the way, never had a son. Never once has had a son because he wouldn't love him. Yeah. Like, can we talk about that? Like, no one's motive. Like, dude, Waist Deep, the only movie where someone's entire motivation is loving their son.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Waist Deep. A better movie than this. I will go on the record saying that.
God, yeah. It's so only funny. This is Jason Statham-ism. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just like it is one of these things where we've seen this too, you know, and obviously Jason Statham is a prime example because all of his shitty movies are about this. But we've seen this thing where it's like...
Excuse me?
I'm like, John Wick is the only, you know, white protagonist whose motivation is something beyond a daughter. And his was about a dog.
Yeah.
You know, no one will ever fight for their son. No one has ever fought hard for their son. I don't understand it. So yeah, that is like when we say anybody could have played this character, like that's what we're talking about. It is, he has no other emotion other than anger. And he has no other motivation other than I love my wife and kids.
Now, something that the film loves to do is to remind you that he has a wife and a daughter.
Yeah, because it opens on him this entire explanation of his motivations, showing his daughter, showing that she's sick, showing that he lost his job, showing that his wife is working at a club, which, by the way, I know you mentioned this coming out of the theater. You were saying that his wife comes home, explains that she just got home from a double shift as a waitress at a club, and she looks like phenomenal. Like she just got ready for the day.
Yeah, like she's about to be interviewed for like late night.
Yeah,
late night.
Like she looks like she just walked out on late night. Like she has a full face of makeup, not a bead of sweat on her. Just her hands are completely clean. Her nails are not chipped at all. There's nothing wrong with her physically in any capacity. Her not a hair out of place. She looks perfect.
And all that does,
her lipstick is still on.
It just fucks up the suspension of disbelief. It fucks up the realism of this scene. It fucks up it fucks up the empathy, because as an audience member, we want to be able to buy into this, to really feel bad for this character. But I'm like, what? She looks like she's one of the people that runs the show.
Yeah.
She looks like one of the network executives. Like she just got home from a 16-hour double and she looks fucking Victoria's Secret model. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah.
It was so, I don't know. I found it.
Her clothes were
stupid.
Yeah, because it's like, dude, like some of the first thing I do when I, untuck my shirt, like that's a very common thing for me. She still has like a blazer on. I'm like, I'd take that blazer off and I'd have a button. And like the second that she gets home, the bra would have been off. You know that because if you've ever, I'm sorry, some of our listeners might not live with a woman, but
and I never will.
I'm just like, there's nothing about your mannerisms, your look, or your speaking pattern, anything that tells me you just got off of a 12-hour shift on your feet at a fucking nightclub as a waitress.
Yeah.
Other than you saying that that's what happened.
Yeah.
So good job on your world building on this completely dystopian society. Oh, good thing you put graffiti on the wall and stuff is made out of concrete.
Yeah, for real.
That helped.
Yeah, it's the attention to detail was just missing.
Just coming off of Begonia, where we have two poor people that everything about them looks like they're poor.
Yeah.
And these two people are supposed to live in a dystopian levels of poverty, like fucking... equivalent to the Hunger Games, equivalent to the Maze Runner, equivalent to Divergent, all these fucking young adult dystopian bullshit. and not a thing about them looks like, even Glenn Powell. I'm like, dude, you're perfect fucking 5 o'clock shadow every day. How? Your beard didn't grow a single centimeter in 17 days? That's what happened?
Yeah.
Like,
True.
He doesn't shave at any point in the movie. If I did not shave for 17 days with my current beard, you would notice. Mm-hmm. I have kind of a neck beard right now because I haven't shaved in 6 days.
Yeah.
Like, that's how, like, it's very, I don't know. It's just attention to detail.
Exactly. It's the small stuff.
It's the small stuff. Make him look like he has been on the run for 17 days. More than just smelling his armpits and going, oof.
I reek.
I don't have any dirt underneath my fingernails after fucking climbing down a sewer, but I smell bad.
Anyways, here's my ass.
Anyways, here's my fat, juicy ass.
Fucking juicy ass. Yeah, we get to see Glenn Powell's booty.
Glenn Powell's booty and feet.
And feet.
For free. Free for the price of admission.
Wow. I'd say he's a Top Gun, that's for sure.
He could Top Gun me.
They don't let you forget that he has a wife and a daughter, even though they spend 20 fucking minutes of the movie establishing this. Because every time that he gets into a situation that is very, very tense, and it's like, oh, narrowly escaped that one. Well, how am I going to keep going? He just looks intently at nothing. And then we get an image of his wife and their daughter in the sunlight in the living room. And I'm like, oh.
It was like Beast levels bad. Like, it was
horrible.
like exactly like what was in Beast, where we just get weird dreaming sequences of him looking at his wife and kid. And it's just like, we get it.
We get it.
And then every time he talks to someone, like someone confronts him or they're like about to try and kill him, he's like, you're not going to be the thing that stops me from seeing my wife and kids.
Yeah.
I'm going to see my wife and kid again, and you're not going to stop me.
It was so
I'm doing this for my wife and kid.
And
then
annoying.
he confronts somebody and someone's like, you're actually a bad guy. He's like, I'm actually not a bad guy because I have a wife and kid and I love them. And then he like kidnaps this girl and she's like, you're a bad person. And he pulls out a picture and goes, that's my wife and kid. I'm actually doing this for them.
Yeah. It's so annoying. Every time that they would just randomly cut to a shot of his wife and kid, which is very often, Dave would go, he has a wife and kid. He has a wife and kid. He would just tap me on the shoulder on the theater. Hey, he has a wife and kid. He has a wife. He's doing this for his wife and kid. Like, I'm like,
because that's what it feels like when they're doing it.
Exactly. It's an audible representation of what they're doing. It's like really, it hammers the point so much because it's like, dude, it's so fucking annoying. We get it, dude. God damn.
Yeah. Like, it's his literally only motivation.
That's what I'm saying.
We know he has a wife and kid. We established this.
We already named his 2 character traits. He's angry and he has a family. That's fucking it, dude. Like, it's to put it as best as I can. So.
You know, and here's something that I thought was funny too, and I thought this was going to be more prevalent in the movie, and I wish that it was, because this is something that we talked about in The Working Man as well. The Working Man. Word association. 6 7. Sorry, we're comparing the kids these days saying 6 7 like that every time they hear 6 7 to us saying like my wife, or to saying like when someone says the working man, we go the working man every single time. Word association. This movie has a sequence where when he is trying out for the TV shows, they show flashbacks of him doing his various different jobs throughout history while he's doing these things. And the purpose of it is to kind of like Slumdog Millionaire him in a way. Like, hey,
I thought the exact same thing.
Yes, like in Slumdog Millionaire, the entirety of that movie, if you've never seen it, is a guy who's able to answer every question on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire because something he did in his life, he learned that thing in a core memory. So it's like, oh, I actually had to remember this because something really awful happened to me, and now I'll never forget this thing. So that is, they Slumdog Millionaire him, where he's like, why is he able to climb this thing and then grab someone? Because when he was working on a job once, he was climbing a thing and someone fell and he grabbed him by this harness and he saved him, whatever. And they do this like, why is he able to, throw a grenade and then run really fast and know how long it takes to blow up and all this stuff? Oh, because he used to work in coal mines and he had to actually, put explosives down and then run. It's shit like that, right? So they do this while he's trying out for this. And then at no point in the rest of the movie do they connect what he is doing to what he did for like his odd jobs.
Yeah. I thought that was going to be a motif throughout the movie.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was just a tiny
little thing. And then he goes and he meets with Josh Brolin, who is sitting down. By the way, 89% of his character is sitting down and talking.
He's a floating head this whole movie.
He's a floating head. He could have filmed his entire part was filmed in his home on a fucking Zoom call.
Yeah, that's what it looks like the whole time.
It's like, really, bro? Anyways, and he goes and meets with him, and he's like, so my secretary was telling me about your previous jobs, and he pulls up footage because, you know, they're filming everything all the time of what they just showed us. And I was like, why are they doing this?
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. It was, yeah.
It was very awkward and very unnecessary. And I just really hoped that they were going to continue to do that. Mm-hmm. Like, instead of showing us his daughter and shit, it's like, show us like, okay, how come has this wherewithal? How does he have this knowledge? Whatever. If you Slumdog Millionaired him, I'd be like, yeah, that's actually a better concept of like, hey, this guy who you all think is a fucking idiot and is just some broke, loser is actually more capable than you could ever imagine because he's worked in the real world and because he's done hard labor and he's actually put his life on the line for less money than this. So you think that you're going to be the ones to kill him when, you know what I'm saying, that $1 billion is on the line? Hell no.
Yeah.
And it's also, by the way, for the dystopian future to be $1 billion is what you win is crazy to me. We already have people with nearly $1 trillion. And we're talking like 100 years in the future.
Yeah.
$1 billion would not go that far. I guess maybe that's what they were trying to do. Like, hey, $1 billion is going to be $1 million in 100 years, if that's what they were trying to do. But I was kind of like, you're hunting a man to his death for 30 days. Maybe up it to 2 billion.
Up it a bit.
Yeah.
I was with you on that because even during the hotel escape scene, I was like, I thought they were going to do something there when he's like descending the rope. And I was like, is it going to cut to or splice in some kind of him working a job where he knows how to, what is that called? Rappelling?
Yeah.
Like rappel. So it's just like, but they don't I don't know. It was so awkward.
They don't do that.
Yeah. It was weird.
They just do it this one time. And I thought it was actually pretty good the first time they did it.
Yeah, I thought it was cool too.
Because it has these Edgar Wright jump cuts, where it's a match shot. And I love the match shot style of that, of him grabbing the guy and it just does a complete match shot of him to grabbing a guy hanging over a ravine or whatever. I don't know. What's a ravine?
That sounded beautiful though. So poetic. A ravine, yeah.
Ravine. I don't know what the fuck a ravine is. I never worked a day in my life. I sit I'm Josh Brolin. I sit at a fucking desk all day and don't do shit. So yeah, it is. I wish that they had done something more with that, but instead they just show us flashbacks of his fucking wife and kids, and then they have this character who is supposed to be helping him, and he's like, "I'll show you why I'm helping you," and it reveals that he has a conspiracy theory type channel on something. They don't explain if there's any internet or YouTube, if what, like, you know what I'm saying? They don't.
Yeah, because he makes it seem like it's videotapes.
Yeah, and we're like, how are you distributing this?
Right.
I don't understand. But they did also say like this company owns all media, so maybe it is videotapes, and maybe he is making copies and literally giving physical copies to people. So, it's he meets this character, and the actual videotapes of that was another thing where I was like, oh, Nick Kroll could have done this better. Like a fake YouTube video of a guy doing a conspiracy theory thing. Like, I bet Nick Kroll could nail that type of fucking YouTube video. They did it a little bit more cartoony than it should have been, and a little bit like, I don't know, like they wanted it to seem cool or funny, and it just wasn't.
Yeah.
And they did it for so long that it became annoying. Just like the Kardashians thing that we haven't talked about yet.
The real number one.
The real number one most annoying thing in this movie.
It was. Well, it wasn't the most annoying thing. I still think the wife and daughter thing was so annoying. But yeah, like this is the number one example of someone like Nick Kroll or maybe Absolutely Productions. They would be perfect to do these segments of fake realities. Even Nathan Fielder would be fantastic at this. It's just there should have been some kind of consulting for these if you're going to make it such a prevalent part of the movie, which they kept. There would be scenes of Glenn Powell's character just sitting down to just turn on reality TV and watch
a fake Kardashian
show. And they're like, where did you put my phone? Or like whatever.
And they're like, wait, what are you talking about? And then it's like, Mom, she took my phone. And she's like, oh my God, give it back. That's the extent of what they did.
It's so bad.
And I'm just like, I get that what you're trying to say is what they're talking about is meaningless. But like in Kroll Show, it was so funny because they use all of the elements that those shows use in order to emphasize the comedy of how ridiculous everything is. Like in Kroll Show, it would be like, wait, what? And they would zoom in and go,
yeah,
you know, and like
exactly the harp sound.
Well, I just thought you would do that.
Yeah, like those elements.
And then cutting to a talking head where he's like, I really thought she was going to do that, and I can't believe that she didn't.
Yeah. It's just so much more creative and more just a perfect representation of the, or even like the Dr. Armand bit with Andy Milonakis when he says, yeah, so the producers are making me play basketball today.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a meta kind of thing, which is perfect for this movie because your whole thing is about media controlling
the narrative.
So it's, it's just, it's swing and a fucking miss. And that's what's sad is that there's a bunch of that. Like, I still think that line, oh God, the silence in the theater on a lot of these jokes was fucking so awkward. It was so awkward. Like there's that scene where each one of the three contestants, they are like, I signed up. We just got chosen. Cool. They go have an interview with the big mega producer, Josh Brolin. They come out with a prostitute who they're about to go sleep with. And sex worker. Yeah. Checkmate. I'm woke.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
So one of the jokes, quote unquote, is Martin Airley's character is getting in the elevator, and as it's closing, he's the nerdy kind of funny character, and he's like, do you like spaghetti? And that's what the theater sounded like. It was it hurt to watch. It's cringe. It's such a swing and a miss.
Have you guys ever seen that movie Requiem for a Dream? Dude, that movie's messed up, but good, dude. It's good as fuck.
It's just I don't know. There's so many moments of attempted comedy that just completely fail. It was so hard to watch.
Yeah, and like they have a Liquid Death commercial in the thing that's literally for the actual Liquid Death. It's not called like liquefied and unalive or anything. It's literally liquid. It's a product placement for Liquid Death, and they just do an actual commercial for it. And we're like, commercialized movies. Yeah. You guys are the bad guys. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know you are the baddies, IRL.
Yeah, there's a lot of product placement in this movie, in fact. And
one of them was actually funny. The one product, like, the best character in this movie to me is Michael Cera. Go listen to our Sacramento review if you want to hear the glaze on Michael Cera. But we love Michael Cera on this podcast, okay? And I was very excited for Michael Cera to be in this movie with Edgar Wright because they made Scott Pilgrim together, and it's an elite duo of actor and director. So let's see what he does. And he is the best character in the movie. He does do a huge exposition slop dump, whatever. But he's really funny. He's very, his timing and everything is done very well. But he has one of the only moments in the movie I remember laughing out loud. And it's just literally the entire punchline is he's standing way too close to Glenn Powell, and he's like talking about something horrific about how like the cops killed his dad and covered it up. And he's like, yeah, and that's what happened to him. And then just slowly a can of original Monster comes into frame, and he takes a sip from it, and he's like 2 inches from Glenn Powell's face. And I think he says like, did you want some or whatever? And it's like, it was funny because the timing and the way it's shot and like the choreography of having him that close to him and like all this, like it just made it funny. And I was like, that's what you want to see from an Edgar Wright movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah, I would say that and a couple of snap zooms of people pressing gas pedals is about all you get of Edgar Wright's voice in this. So, and ironically enough, who is it because the big Paramount, which is, by the way, becoming more every day, they're becoming one of the worst fucking companies. Like this whole Paramount situation is fucking unbelievable. It's actually so hilarious that one of the best television shows I've seen in 5+ years was on Paramount Plus with The Curse. And the irony of the fact that in season 2 of The Rehearsal, Nathan Fielder has this whole episode dedicated to calling out Paramount for their horrific beliefs and taking off one of his episodes of Nathan For You. Like, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but it's just like the fact that Paramount made this movie and might have deafened a lot of ideas or voice that maybe Edgar Wright had pitched or shot, and they probably cut it. Like, it's always a possibility.
Yeah.
I don't want to like lean too much on that, but I'm just saying it's always a possibility. And that's the irony, is like, this movie is about that.
Yeah.
This movie is about that bullshit. I don't know, man. Paramount's reaching WB Warner Brothers.
Hey, you want to know a great movie about people speaking truth to power and exposing elitism and corruption amongst the wealthy? Hot Fuzz.
Hey, talk about it.
So we know this guy could do it.
Yeah.
Maybe he just doesn't care when it's American politics. Very, very few redeemable qualities of this movie. I will never watch this movie again. Mm-hmm. If you want to completely, but like when I say when you want to completely turn your brain off and just throw it on, sure. I really do think Bullet Train is better for that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like Bullet Train wasn't good and it's still better than this movie. So, you know, just take that for what it was. That's like one of our first reviews, by the way. So you got to keep, if you want to see that, you got to keep scrolling. You know what? Just keep listening. Just go from that one and just listen to the rest.
That was
because I also mentioned Beast, also one of our first reviews. So you guys should go and listen to Beast if you want to know what I'm talking about.
These are 2 logos ago. 1, 2, 3 theme songs ago. Yeah. You know, it's like, it's just funny that a lot of these issues that we pointed out in some of our first episodes are like still here.
Right.
in one of our...
And they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
We've been giving you guys this free advice for 3 years now.
3 years, dude. Yeah.
But I do want to mention one of these. This is one of my least favorite lines in the movie because I thought it was so stupid.
Nice.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So there's a scene in the movie where Glenn Powell goes to steal a car, you know, quote unquote, where really he hops into the car of this woman. This is a, you know, rich white lady, you know, in her like early 20s, you know, maybe mid 20s. It felt like, you know, she's not young, but she's not old, you know, whatever. But she's definitely, you know, a more wealthy person. She's driving a really nice, fancy electric vehicle that has autopilot on when he jumps into the car, and he like points a gun at her and he's like, drive. And she's like, I can't because of the thing. He's like, turn the auto driving off. So she turns it off. And he's like, you see those people? They're going to kill us. So you better drive away. So while she is on the highway, she throws the car into reverse, starts driving, weaves out of one car, weaves out another car, weaves out another car, weaves out another car, spins the car all the way around, hits the gas, starts driving towards oncoming traffic, swerves another car, does a complete U-turn, loses the guys, and then gets back onto the highway, and then she starts driving on the highway. And then Glenn Powell goes, yeah, I see why you guys need that auto driving now. Mm-hmm. I was like, she's a fucking phenomenal driver.
Yeah. Glenn Powell's sexist. Confirmed.
She's a phenomenal. She just fucking weaved through traffic driving backwards. And then did a complete fucking 180, spun the car around, and barely hit the fucking side rail. What the fuck are you talking about? What was the point of that line?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see why you guys need that auto driving now.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. She just drove like a professional stunt driver. Anyways, very stupid fucking line. And it's a very small detail.
Yeah.
But it was fucking stupid.
Well, to put some yin to your yang, a great line in this movie was Glenn Powell trying to buy a veteran's hat off of a veteran, one of these homeless veterans in a little camp in an alleyway. And as he's handing him his hat, he says, well, I guess it's not stolen valor if you're paying for it.
That was a bar.
It's a good line. You know, it's kind of a clever, funny line. So we know he can do it. We know they can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't recommend it.
Yeah, Running Man, you should run away from the theater if this is playing.
And I hate to be this guy, but Edgar Wright, I know it's like the first movie that I've really been like, this is legitimately bad. But your name, it only takes one. Your name value was not enough to get me in a seat. If I saw another trailer with a similar movie like this for Edgar Wright, I'm not gonna go see it.
Damn. Sad.
It is sad, but now I know that you will just fucking cave to whatever commercial bullshit they want you to make. This movie was complete fucking slop, and you did not have to be part of it at all. There was none of your voice in it. There was none of your comedy. There was not like it was anybody could have made this movie.
Yeah.
Fucking Sylvester Stallone could have made this fucking movie.
The Expendables.
Who directed Hunger Games? Do we even know? It could have been them. They might have done a better job having had experience in this type of film.
Who knows, man? Who knows? Yeah, this is it's a swing and a miss.
My least favorite part of this movie, yeah, it's all of the flashbacks to the daughter and the wife. Like, we get it. You love your wife. Imagine if in one battle after another, just every 10 minutes for Leonardo DiCaprio scenes, it's just dreamy sequences of his daughter. It's like, we get it. His motivation is he loves his daughter.
I should also mention that Dave.
Another movie where his motivation is loving his daughter, by the way.
I just want to point out that Dave, was it the first dream sequence? It was both, but it was both. Both of the dream sequences in this movie, Dave was thumbs downing the screen. He was thumbing down the screen.
The first dream sequence is really fucking bad.
We should do
the first dream sequence is actually, he's dreaming about them finding him. So it feels like this is actually part of the movie. Like, it's a typical, we hate dream sequences because this didn't actually happen, so there's actually no effect and we don't give a fuck. But it's like about him, like them realizing where he is by torturing one of his friends and getting information out of him. And then them coming to the hotel that he's staying at. And then they break in the door and then they fucking put the gun to his head while he's sleeping. And then he wakes up. And we're like, oh, okay, so none of that happened, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Cool, cut that out of the movie. That didn't happen, so it doesn't matter.
Cut it out.
Cut it out.
Cut it out.
Hey, this is a thing in the movie that does not happen in this movie.
Yeah,
it wasn't necessary. Like, that's our base level of why dream sequences are stupid, and this is a prime example of it.
Yeah, horrible dream sequences in this one. Boy, oh boy. But yeah, literal thumbs down in the theater to the screen.
Yes.
My
favorite part of this movie is Michael Cera, which, by the way, he looks like me in this movie.
He does.
He's got the curly hair sticking out of a hat. Like, if you ever watch our streams, he's got the glasses on.
He's guzzling down Monster.
Guzzling Monster. He's great. Yeah. He's funny. He steals the show when he's on screen.
He's him.
And he dies in the movie, and I fucking hate them for that.
Yeah.
If he had died by making Glenn Powell jump out of the car and he's the one who drives it into them and then that big explosion happens, I'd be a lot happier with that death.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Because then he gets his fucking, I'm going to take a bunch of you out before you take me out type of thing. Sniff break.
Sniff break. My least favorite part of this movie is the exact same as yours. The constant reminders of, I have a wife and a daughter. Fucking save it. And then my favorite part of the movie is very similar to yours. It's the Home Alone action scene.
Yeah, which is Michael Cera's scene.
Yeah, which is Michael Cera's. He gets to really steal the show in that. And it was the most fun part of the movie. It was good action. It was a little comedic. It was...
and just to give some context to this, Michael Cera, his character is living in this house in the woods. He's very anti-police, and he knows that the police are coming to his home, so he gets it all prepared, and as they come in, he activates a bunch of traps all around the house to kill them.
Yeah.
So he has the one that's in the trailer, which, by the way, 2 or 3 times in this movie, I lean over to Dano and tap him on the shoulder and say, this is why you shouldn't show pivotal moments in a trailer.
Yeah.
Like when he goes into the hotel and then the hotel elevator stops halfway, I go, they're going to find him in this hotel.
Yeah.
Because in the trailer, he's halfway down an elevator. So I know that that's going to happen. And then, he goes to Michael Cera's home and I'm like, they're going to come to this home because you showed me in the trailer that him and Michael Cera fight the people in the home.
Yeah.
So anyways, So yeah, he has the one in the trailer where he like shocks them by spraying them with water while they're standing on an electrical current or whatever. He has one where he like flips a table that flips up, throws chemicals on them, and then burns them.
With fire.
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 He has one where they're walking up the stairs and then a big giant thing, like kind of like a wipeout type thing, pushes them off of the stairs.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got a bunch of these like Home Alone traps, like ready to kill a bunch of people all at once. And
yeah, it was the most fun,
well paced.
Well paced. I was about to say just the most well paced scene of the movie. So yeah, that was the best scene, and that's The Running Man.
I'll tell you this. I'm not going to give you a number. Whatever I gave Bullet Train, give this 1 point less.
I was gonna say whatever I gave Bullet Train, it's about the same as that. So I'm pretty sure I'm around like a 3. I'll say around a 3.
I don't remember what my number is. Someone go back and find out and then comment on YouTube or Instagram.
I know my boy Matt will actually do that.
And tell everyone what my score was.
Yeah.
Because whatever I gave Bullet Train, give this movie 1 point less.
You hate to see it.
So now we're going to take a quick obligatory break. We don't actually have to pause and take a break because we're going to go into part 2 because we have some pre-prepared games.
Wink.
Wink. So we're actually taking a fake break. We're not actually coming up with these games right on the freaking spot. And then we'll be right back. And we're back to game time. We're working on the theme.
Game time. It's not a lame time. It's a game time. So get your game face on. It's pretty good.
This guy's a pro. This guy's a pro.
Hire me.
Hire this guy. He's available.
Hire me and then fuck me. Fuck me silly.
Don't listen to any other parts of our podcast where we say we're super busy. This guy is available to work.
Honestly. Hey, you know the drill now. It's a new era. It's a new space, new era. All right, you're going to go first?
I'm going to go first because my game is not that great.
Okay.
At least I don't know. We'll see.
I have one that might be a dud as well, but it's fine.
Okay, so we all know that Daniel is a big fan of Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
That's true.
And this game is called Finish the Line.
Oh, shit. Okay.
First one is Scott Pilgrim.
Okay, bet.
Okay?
I'm playing with house money here. Come on.
All right. So, and you don't have to finish the entire line. If you can give the next couple of words, maybe, we'll give it to you. Okay.
Okay. Bet.
So here's your first one. This is from Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
All right.
When I'm around you, I kind of feel like I'm on drugs. Not that I do drugs.
Fuck. Okay. I don't remember this one.
And this is Scott speaking to Ramona. When I'm around you, I feel like I'm on drugs. Not that I do drugs.
Oh my God, this is on the tip of my tongue. Not that I do drugs unless you do drugs, in which case I like totally do drugs all the time.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's go.
It is unless you do drugs, in which case I do them all the time.
Let's go. I was pretty close.
All of them.
I was pretty close.
He says.
All of them. Okay, dude, this is fun. This is a good game.
Okay, so this one is
until I lose, and then in which case I will fucking hate it.
So this is Scott's line. You need to reply to me with Ramona's line.
With Ramona's line. Okay.
Yeah, I think garlic bread would have to be my favorite all-time food. I could eat it for every meal or just constantly without stopping.
You would get fat.
We'll give it to you. Yeah, she says then you'd get fat.
Then you'd get fat. Okay.
Then you'd get fat. All right, this is a gimme. Here, okay.
Bet.
We are Sex Bomb, and we
are here to make you think about death and get sad and stuff.
Correct. Okay, how about this one? This is Ramona's line. You reply to me with Scott's line.
Okay.
What kind of tea do you want?
Hell no. Wait. This is Ramona saying this to Scott.
Ramona says this to Scott.
I thought you were trying to make me list the 67 teas that she has.
And she says, what kind of tea do you want?
What kind of tea do you want? Wow, what does he say? Fuck. Her opening the cabinets and listing off the teas is a lot more iconic, so this is a sleeper. What kind of tea do you want? What do you have?
No.
Fuck.
We won't give it to you. He says, there's more than one?
Oh, that's so
It says there's more than one kind?
There's more than one kind? Damn it. That's good.
Okay.
Okay. Darn it. This game sucks.
Wait, hold on.
This game used to be so cool.
This is a line from Knives Chow, and you reply to me with Scott's line. You ready?
Okay, so you're Knives, I'm Scott.
Okay.
Okay.
I've never even kissed a guy before.
Me neither.
Yeah. He says, hey, hand on the shoulder.
Hand on the
Me
shoulder.
neither.
Me neither.
Okay, here we go. So, this is a back and forth exchange.
Okay.
Between Wallace and Scott,
Okay.
and you're gonna give me the line I don't say.
Okay.
Wallace, if you want something bad, you have to fight for it. Step up your game, Scott. Break out the L word. Scott, lesbian. Wallace, the other L word.
Lesbians?
Yes, you got it.
I'm going to watch this movie this weekend 100% now.
All right, and then here we go. Wallace says, hey, Jimmy, do they rock or suck?
Okay, Wallace says this
To Jimmy.
to Jimmy. Who's Jimmy? Is that his that's his boyfriend, right?
Jimmy is Anna Kendrick's boyfriend.
Who he ends up fucking, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So he says
Okay.
to him, hey, Jimmy, do they rock or suck?
And Jimmy replies,
And Jimmy replies,
"Oh fuck, this is they're at the upper level of this venue."
correct. So you know the scene.
Fuck, man, what does Jimmy say? Do they rock or suck? I don't know. I'm cooked on this one. I'm cooked.
He says, they haven't started playing yet.
Oh my god. That's right, dude. Damn it. That's good.
Todd Ingram says to Scott, we have unfinished business, I and he. And Scott says,
I and he. Scott says, you and me?
he and me.
Okay.
Okay. You did pretty good.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna do Here we go. I'm gonna do this new game that we haven't done. I'm gonna try it. I only have got one movie for you. We're gonna see how it goes, because if it's ass, we won't do it again. All right?
Okay.
Okay. This game is, you have to guess what movie I'm describing based on me explaining the actors from their different roles and characters.
Okay.
Okay? So, and I don't know how familiar you are with one of these shows, but that's fine. Here we go. So tell me what movie this is. Ann Perkins and Ant-Man have their relationship challenged by Ant-Man's new bludgeoning friendship with Marshall Erickson.
Is this they came together? Or we came together? No.
Ann Perkins.
Ann Perkins. So I'm thinking of the wrong
You're
character
thinking of
from
Leslie
that.
Knope. Yeah.
My bad. Okay.
You're fine. You're fine. It's a new game. We're trying it out. Ant-Man
Okay, so this is
and Ann
Paul
Perkins
Rudd and
have their relationship challenged with Ant-Man's new blooming friendship with Marshall Erickson.
this is I Love You, Man.
I love you, man. Let's go. Nice. Oh, yeah, I got a layup for you, dude.
Okay.
I got a layup for you. Are you ready?
Okay.
This is gonna be funny. All right, you ready? All right, we'll do one more. This should be the easiest game of your life. You ready?
Okay.
All right. Hold on. You're laughing, not me. Hold on.
I'm not laughing.
Okay. Get serious.
Stop.
All right, here we go.
And you go.
Donnie Darko fucks the Joker.
I want to go Brokeback Mountain.
Mountain.
Okay, I got one for you. This is kind of a layup too, just from
Okay.
the two actors, but I think it's funny.
All right, bet.
Okay. Lois Lane and Hawkeye work on an English project together.
Arrival.
Arrival.
Hell yeah. This is a pretty fun game.
It is a fun game.
When I'm like more prepared, well, yeah, I'll have better ones for you. That was fun. Okay. And let's go ahead and end it with our classic. How many actors to guess the movie?
Our classic.
We came up with this.
We didn't. All credit to the Kaiser boys. We're not trying to rip their content.
Yeah.
We love them. We love to work with them.
Even though I'm sure they probably rip content themselves.
I'm sure, but you know.
But that's where we saw it, so we want to give them credit.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Kaiser
And we love that they do it well.
They do. I like their content a lot. Okay. All right. How many actors to guess the movie? First actor.
I think I can guess this in one. Is it that kind of game?
Yeah, but you could.
I'm ready.
How many actors to guess the movie? First actor. I'm giving you a big one here.
A big one.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Is it Long Legs?
Great guess. It is not Long Legs.
Fuck. If it's Mandy, I've never seen it.
Second actor. Evan Peters.
Ghost Rider.
Wow, really good guess. It is not Ghost Rider.
Fuck.
Third actor. Christopher Mintz-Plasse.
Who I know.
McLovin. It's McLovin. This guy plays McLovin.
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass is correct. Nice.
He's only been in 2 goddamn movies.
Honestly. I mean, he was in Role Models.
Yeah, he was good in Role Models.
He was...
You remember when Paul Rudd used to play the asshole? The sarcastic asshole?
Yeah. All right, you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Name the movie.
I'm ready. SpongeBob
Finish the line. I'm ready. I'm ready.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
No, finish the line.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Finish the line. Finish the line.
Fuck. All right, first actor. This is the last game of the night. Here we go. First actor. Bill Hader.
Skeleton Twins.
That's such a good fucking guess. It's not Skeletons, but I see where you're going. You're like, I got you, motherfucker.
Yeah, you're not gonna find some obscure fucking Bill Hader movie on me, bitch.
I see what you're doing.
Okay.
If I was really trying to, actually, no. Second actor, Joe Latruglio.
Who I know.
Joe Latruglio.
Who I know. Is it Superbad?
It is not Superbad. Good guess. All right, third actor. This one you might get it here. Craig Robinson.
A Hot Tub Time Machine?
Good guess.
Oh, wait, is this an animated movie?
I will not reveal that.
Am I not allowed to ask that?
I will not reveal that.
But am I allowed to ask it?
You are not allowed to ask.
Am I allowed to ask?
All right.
You don't have to tell me. I'm just asking if I'm allowed to ask.
All right, fourth actor here. Fourth actor. This one might give it away, guys.
Give it away, give it away, give it away. Now, word association.
Fourth actor.
6, 7.
Fourth actor. Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee. Literally, Bobby Lee.
Oh, God.
Skeleton Twins was a good guess. He says to me. And then Hot Tub Time Machine says, absolutely fucking not, you idiot. Then he says, Bobby Lee. Idiocracy?
Good guess. It is not Idiocracy.
I don't even know if those guys are even in that movie. I've never seen it.
Fifth actor. Amber Heard. Dave is bewildered right now for the pods, for the audio listeners.
Fucking Aquaman. What the fuck has she ever been in? Wait. Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express. Nice.
I had to think about her as a teenager. Forgot.
Yeah, Pineapple Express. Shout out. That was a fun game.
Aquaman.
We love our games, don't we?
We love Aquaman protecting our ocean.
They should have the Running Man versus Aquaman. Money me.
And then they have to fight the Working Man.
They have to fight the Wicker Man.
The Working Man should go to the homeland.
Oh my! And then they got to go see the Wicker Man.
And then they gotta go see Wicked to see the Ozman.
Oh, that's me. And the Tin Man. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. We appreciate it. And we've said it before, but I'll say it again. Please give us some more movie game ideas to help us diversify our content.
If you send in an audio clip of you giving us the game, we'll try to play it on the pod.
Yeah, that would be really fun. So I challenge you guys to do that. I bet you won't. I heard you can't even do it. I heard you're not capable of doing it. Bet you fucking won't.
If you want to get involved in the conversation, let us know what you thought of this movie. If you went to go see it, if you haven't, don't. Or if you want to let us know what you thought of this episode, if you listen all the way through, you can reach us at Wild Dream Pod on Instagram and TikTok. We're also streaming all the time. A lot of Arc Raiders doing new characters on Arc Raiders. We're doing our Redditor characters is what I call them, or our actually characters is another way to phrase them. Really fun for us, really, and it's me, Daniel, and Timothy all doing those characters. It's hilarious. Okay, so just go check it out. You can even see some clips of it that we'll be posting soon. We are at Wild Dream Stream on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. But until next time, we love you. We kiss you.
Good night.